Imagine this, a brilliant scientist, Dr. Eleanor Reynolds, mysteriously disappears, vanishes without a trace. One moment she's in her lab, the next she's gone. Security footage reveals nothing. It's as if she stepped out of existence itself. But here's the twist. A week later, she reappears out of nowhere, disheveled, disoriented, and clutching a tattered notebook filled with cryptic notes. She claims she traveled through time. Impossible, right? The stuff of science fiction and wild imaginations. Yet, Dr. Reynolds insists it's true, with unwavering conviction. She asserts her disappearance wasn't a mere vanishing act, but a journey through the very fabric of time itself. Her notebook, filled with strange symbols and mind-bending equations, becomes the key. It's the Rosetta Stone to a phenomenon we believe to be impossible: time travel. It all began with a seemingly harmless experiment. Dr. Reynolds was attempting to entangle photons, the fundamental particles of light, over an unprecedented distance. Her goal was to unravel the enigmatic mysteries of quantum entanglement, a phenomenon Einstein famously dubbed spooky action at a distance. Little did she know, her groundbreaking experiment would unleash unforeseen and dramatic consequences. As the experiment reached its critical peak, an anomaly of unprecedented magnitude occurred. A surge of energy, a blinding flash of light, and then silence. The equipment was obliterated. Dr. Reynolds had vanished. The impossible had transpired. The experiment, designed to connect particles across the vast expanse of space, had inadvertently torn a rift through the very fabric of time itself. A doorway to the past and future had been violently thrust open, forever altering our understanding of reality. Dr. Reynolds' notebook told a haunting tale of wonder and dread. It was a chronicle of her journey into the unknown, a journey that began with innocent curiosity and ended in profound regret. She recounted being flung into a vortex of colours and light, a swirling maelstrom that defied the very laws of physics, an abyss that seemed to whisper forgotten secrets. Experiencing time as a fluid, ever-changing entity, she felt as though she was adrift in an ocean of moments, each wave a different era, each current a different destiny. She witnessed flashes of the past, glimpses of the future, all swirling around her in a chaotic dance. Ancient civilizations, futuristic cities, all within her grasp, yet impossibly distant, like shadows in a dream. Eventually she found herself back in her lab, but something was amiss. The familiar surroundings now felt alien, as if she had returned to a world that was not quite her own. A world subtly but irrevocably altered. Subtle but profound changes in her surroundings hinted that the past had been altered. Objects were slightly out of place, and the air seemed charged with an unfamiliar, almost foreboding energy. The weight of her experience, the knowledge that she had meddled with the delicate fabric of time, was immense. She felt a heavy burden, knowing that her actions had consequences beyond her understanding, consequences that echoed through the corridors of time. The initial thrill of discovery quickly gave way to a chilling realization. What she had uncovered was not just a scientific breakthrough, but a Pandora's box of potential disasters, a harbinger of chaos. Time travel was real, but it was far more perilous than she could have ever imagined. The very fabric of reality was at stake, and she had unwittingly become its reluctant guardian. Her journey was not a triumph of science, but a cautionary tale, a stark warning to those who would dare to tamper with the forces of time, a reminder of the fragile nature of our existence. A stark reminder that some doors are best left unopened. The mysteries of time are seductive, but they come with a price that few are prepared to pay, a price that lingers in the shadows, waiting. The concept of the butterfly effect is simple, yet profoundly unsettling. A butterfly flaps its wings in Brazil, setting off a chain of events that eventually leads to a tornado in Texas. A delicate act, birthing chaos. It illustrates the eerie interconnectedness of our world, where even the smallest action can have far-reaching, unpredictable consequences. Now, imagine the haunting implications of time travel. A single change to the past, however insignificant, could ripple through history, altering our present in ways we cannot fathom. Dr. Reynolds' journey, however brief, had already left its spectral mark. The world she returned to, though seemingly unchanged, was not her original world. It was a shadow of what once was. The butterfly had flapped its wings, and reality had shifted. The question lingered: how much had changed? And what had been lost? And could those changes ever be undone, or were they now etched into the fabric of time? The scientific community was in an uproar. The air was thick with tension as experts from various fields clashed over the implications of their latest discovery. Dr. Reynolds' story, once dismissed as the ramblings of a traumatized scientist, was now being taken seriously. His dire warnings about the perils of time manipulation had been ignored for too long. The evidence was too compelling to ignore. The implications were terrifying. Data showed anomalies that defied conventional science, pointing to catastrophic disruptions in the space-time continuum. Time travel, once a theoretical concept, was now a Pandora's box, and it had been recklessly opened. The device, sleek and ominous, held the power to rewrite history itself. Scientists who had dedicated their lives to unraveling the mysteries of the universe were now grappling with the ethical and existential implications of time travel. The potential to alter the past and future raised questions that had no easy answers. The consensus was clear: time travel was too dangerous. The potential for misuse, for catastrophic changes to the timeline, was an unimaginable risk. The risks far outweighed the benefits. Even the smallest alteration in the past could have unforeseen and potentially disastrous consequences. The potential for paradoxes, for unraveling the very fabric of reality, was too great. The fear of creating a paradox that could annihilate the universe as we know it loomed large. The scientific community urged extreme caution, advocating for a global ban on time travel research. They called for international cooperation to prevent any further experiments that could endanger humanity's future. The allure of time travel is undeniable. The chance to right a wrong, to relive a moment, to change the course of history is a tempting prospect. But at what cost? The ethical implications of time travel are staggering. Who are we to tamper with the past? Is it right to erase someone's existence, even if it means preventing a tragedy? Imagine traveling back in time to prevent a war. On the surface, a noble act. But what about the unintended consequences? The ripple effects that could lead to something far worse? The past, however flawed, shaped our present. To alter it is to tamper with the very foundations of our existence. The discovery of time travel has irrevocably transformed our world. This monumental breakthrough has opened doors we never imagined possible, altering the very essence of our existence. We can no longer claim ignorance of its existence, nor can we deny its potential impact on our future. The implications are vast, affecting every aspect of our lives, from the mundane to the extraordinary. The question is, what do we do now? How do we navigate this new reality where the past, present and future are no longer linear but interconnected in ways we are just beginning to understand? Do we embrace the possibilities, however mysterious, and explore the uncharted territories of time? The allure of altering history to correct past mistakes or to gain future advantages is tempting yet filled with wonder. Or do we heed the warnings of scientists and lock away this knowledge, forever pondering its potential? The ethical dilemmas are profound as we grapple with the responsibility of wielding such power. The future, once a distant horizon, is now intertwined with our past. Every decision we make ripples through time, creating waves that can alter the course of history. The choices we make today, the actions we take, could have consequences that echo through time itself. Each step forward must be taken with hope and curiosity, as the stakes have never been higher. The discovery of time travel has thrust upon us a responsibility we are just beginning to understand. We stand at the precipice of a new era, one that demands wisdom, foresight, and a deep understanding of the potential ramifications. The fate of our timeline, once a fixed and immutable path, now hangs in the balance. The future is no longer a mere continuation of the present, but a complex tapestry woven with threads from every era. Our actions today will determine the shape of tomorrow, and the weight of that responsibility is immense, yet filled with endless possibilities. Time travel is no longer a fantasy. It's a reality we must embrace with hope. A reality filled with challenges, but also with boundless opportunities. The choices we make today will shape the wonders of our future. Do we venture into the unknown, embracing the potential for greatness? Or do we shy away from the possibilities, forever pondering what could have been? The answer, my friends, lies not in the stars, but within our hearts. We are the visionaries of our own destiny, the guardians of our own timeline. The question is, what inspiring future will we choose?